All right, guys, so this is day 50. I've been on vacation here, so I'm in a hotel gym and wanted to share this workout with you. So I did not back or front squat today, but we did do some leg press. So I started today with just some hamstring curls and leg extension, so a little bit of isolation work to get the muscles going, just to kind of turn that on there and get some pre-fatigue going on. So trying to work to full range of motion here with that knee joint, going flexion and extension on both the hamstring curl and the leg extension, which if you watch day 49, I go why I do a hamstring work sometimes pre and post for knee health. So you can see here, definitely the ranges of motion and knee flexion are not the same. Definitely not as low in terms of depth with knee flexion and hip flexion as a squat, but we're going to do it anyways. Placement on my feet is low on the platform to help really get those knees to go past the toes. So I just basically worked up and was just doing 10s, and I just ran the rack. So I would do 10. I did about 8 total sets and ended up just with the stack for 10. And again, this was just enough to kind of do something to my legs. I had about 25 minutes before dinner here, so I just wanted to go in and move around. So again, did some leg press here. When you place your feet lower on the platform, you can get a little more quad development in there just because you're forcing more knee flexion and extension in terms of the angles. If you were to go higher, you'd be a little more hamstring, it'd be a little more hip flexion-y. But just making sure you're nice and smooth on the way down and driving through. And then this was my last set right here. Probably could have done a little more here, or maybe if I was to do this workout again, and maybe I would just take this last set to failure. So maybe like 12 to 15 reps. So this felt pretty good though. Definitely was a little beat up just from hiking all day. We're out in Denver, so I was hiking around Boulder and Rocky Mountain, doing efficient, so just on my feet, but was happy to get this in here. And I'll be honest, this definitely left me sore. All the volume from the next segment here, which I'll show you, which is probably one of my favorite ways to build some massive quads and massive legs outside of already squatting. So ended up going leg extensions here, working the quad. I chose a weight, and I'll kind of go over this in the next section here, but the goal was to do 100, and the biggest thing is I want to make sure that I choose a weight which I can get 20 to 30 reps in the first set and have that just muscle endurance, muscle fatigue really set in, so those legs are full of blood, really screaming at you. And then what you'll do is you'll just keep going, you'll rest as needed, and just working on keeping tension in that muscle. So tension's your best friend here. So just flex and relax, nice smooth contractions. So I'm going to tell you here a little bit where I'm at, doing 100.
All right, guys, so I'm about 70 reps out of 100 done here. Found a weight that was about a 20 rep max. And then I've been resting like 20 seconds and just doing 10s all the way to 100. Doesn't matter how heavy you're going. Super light, just get the volume.
All right, so we finished that up, and then I just wanted to hit a little bit of back, and we're going to hit a little bit of triceps here. The goal was to get in here another time and do my chest and biceps, but just how the weekend and the holiday shaped up, we ended up just spending a lot more time outdoors, so I was totally cool with that. But these here, just some lat pull down here. I like these because they move independently from one another. And this is something I've been really working on my left side, just getting a little bit of scapular winging, a little bit of elevation on the scapula when I pull and do a pull-up. So stuff like this is great because you can really work on isolating that. So once I was done with this, I ended up just going to triceps. They had a nice cable machine here. So just working on some rope press downs. Again, I did very similar to that 100 style workout that I did with the leg extension, which is probably one of my favorite ways to just get a gnarly pump. So I ended up doing 80 on this though, because my triceps were just blown apart. So you can see here I'm taking the elbow to the full range of motion, flexion, extension, kind of set my body up, and really not trying to bring it too much into me on this. I'm really just working on up and down, getting that nice flexion, extension, rested as needed. I basically went back and forth between the lat pull down and this, just in a classic superset. and we just blow them up. So that was the tricep workout. I think I got about 80 total on that. And then I ended up going to my calf raises. So I had my heel or my toes elevated, nice full stretch. That's just a 50-pound weight on my shoulder. So same thing here. I ended up just doing, I believe I was doing sets of like 10 to 15. And then what I would do is I would change the placement of the weight to my other shoulder, just so I was hitting, a little bit of equality in my loading scheme. So down, up, we just go 10 to 15 each side, making sure to match the reps. And I believe I got about 50 to 60 total with the weight on each side. So about 100 total reps there with the calves, and they were definitely burning on me, resting as needed. Definitely felt them. So this is another good one if you're looking for a higher rep calf workout. You don't need a lot of weight, and you could just get nice, good volume in there. So that was my hotel workout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be back to the regular scheduled programming of squatting, back squat, front squat tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune into that. And let me know if you have any questions about this workout or any of the other workouts in terms of how I'm trying to gain size, gain strength with the Squat 8-Way program. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You can subscribe with that red button and ask any questions below. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.